Hello, Gun Nation. Big Johnson coming at you. All right. What we're going to talk about is one of my favorite guns, and also we'll talk about Lock Grips. If you haven't seen Lock Grips, it's LOK Grips, GRIPS. They offer grips, magwells. I mean, you name it, for all different types of pistols. They have pistol stands, as you see here. They have mag extensions for the compact and the full-size Shadow 2, as you see here. And if you're interested in any Lock Grips products, you can use my code. It's BJGG10, and that will save you 10% off your entire order. Again, BJGG10, and that'll save you 10% off your entire order. I will leave a link below, also in the comments pinned, and you can check them out if you'd like to. Save yourself some money. But let's get to it. As y'all all know, if you follow me, I do love the Shadow 2 full size. I've loved it forever. This one is not a stock Shadow 2 that you see here. It's got the SRO. It was done up by Fire for Effect. They are since out, no longer in business. And I had this milled and dehorned and de-weighted, if that makes sense. I had to skinnyfy it back in the day when USPSA, you couldn't shoot a heavy gun. And the way this one's milled out here on the sides, internally, on the top, everywhere. They chopped a lot of the guts out of it and the metal out of it to make weight. And of course now you can shoot a heavy ass gun. This one still shoots awesome, love it. Apex trigger, SRO's super deep milled, all the way touching the face. I'll show you here in just a second. And again, I've got multiple Lock Grips for it and the mag release, as you see here. Those are available also on the compact. The compact is in a holster because it is loaded. So it is a carry gun. I carry it, just so you know, it's the regular standard carry, or excuse me, the compact, not the carry model. So I do carry it in the quarter cocked position with the safety off, as it should be. That's the way they carry it in the Czech Republic. So it is live, and you put the hammer down to the quarter cocked position, and again the safety is off. So you pull it, boom, there you go. It won't go off on its own, the hammer won't fall, you know, that's the way it's set up. And again, I carry it in the quarter cocked position with the safety off, not on and activated. So anyway, your first pull, you're pulling it from quarter cocked, so if you need to know that. But you know, Lock Grips offers the mag. These are the +5 extensions for the compact. I do recommend to use the stock follower. Now you're going to have to buy their power spring kit and their mag release, or excuse me, their mag extended mag holder, and it will work with their mag wells. I don't know if it'll work with other mag wells. I haven't seen other mag wells for the Shadow 2 compact or the carry. This one will fit the compact and the carry. These mag wells will, but the Lock mag extensions will work with those. Again, I don't know about any other brand mag extensions, but I do know that theirs work. But if you do get their mags or mag extensions, I definitely get the power spring kit and then use your stock follower. I believe that gives you a +4 or +5 with the stock follower, but the stock follower seems to work well with this setup. I think better than the shortened follower. I believe it's a +5. I've got videos on this if you want to check it out. But I've got a lot of the compact, or the Canik Compact 9 mags. They work perfectly. These are the 15 and then a +5, I believe. But these work awesome in the Lock Grips. They're easy to take on and off. You know, set up to work really well. It's got the little push button here and then pops off. So you can check out my video of how to use these if you're interested. But a very underrated gun, in my opinion, is the Shadow 2 compact. A lot of people seem to like the carry, and they're all, oh, I've got to have a drop safety. I've got to have, you know, a decocker, blah, blah, blah. Me, personally, I don't really care about the decocker. And honestly, on the carry model, it gets in my hands. Those decockers on both sides actually get into my hands. Now, I've got XXL hands. Some people probably won't have that problem. But I can't shoot the carry because of those decockers. It's just, they're all in the way. Where I don't have that problem with the standard compact model, only with the carry model with the decockers. But, you know, I run the palm swells on this one. And if you're interested in this holster, this is an Armsman holster. So he made this for me, and I'll show you what's on it. And you can use my code for the Armsman holster as well. It's BJGG10. That will give you 10% off and free shipping. So I will leave that code down there for y'all. But this holster is awesome. It's got the DCC monoblock. I will only run the metal clips in the monoblock or the single metal clips. I'll only run DCC clips. I don't run the plastic crap. So, but this holster's been awesome. Matter of fact, this is the carry gun for the week. I've got the Holosun. This one is the 507C X2. So this is the one with the tray. I have the Impact Machine plate and the Impact Machine front sight. Show you here. So I've got the extended front sight and the Impact Machine plate. These have been working awesome. Love these. I've got the TLR7 HLX. This is the longer one. This is the 1000 lumen light. Does have the factory internals. And I do have the Lock Grips mag release here as well. Just because I have big old thumbs, I like a big button, and it works very well. They are available in the G10, as you see on the Shadow 2 full size, or the aluminum. These are the palm swells, and I do run the palm swells, these are the Lockjaws. I really, really like this, and with my big old hands, with the magwell, I can actually get a really nice grip, and it forces my hand up into the trigger guard. Without the magwell, my hand's, again, pretty big, so I ride the very bottom of this magwell, as you'll see. But absolutely love this gun. I feel it's very underrated. A lot of people, you know, they're afraid to carry the double action, single action for some reason without the decocker. This one has a better trigger, in my opinion, and others, for not having the decocker. But this gun, in my opinion, is very, very, very underrated. I mean, I have the Staccato C2. I have a Masterpiece Arms DS9 compact, which is similar to the Staccato C2, but it's all aluminum. And I have videos where I'm taking the Shadow 2 and shooting it right up against $5,000 guns. And this thing is hanging all the way through. I've put it up against my 19X with the Radian Ramjet. This thing shoots fabulous. I absolutely love the Shadow 2 compact, and I feel that it's very, very, very underrated. Again, people have really expensive guns and they're like, oh, I want a 2011. I gotta have a 2011, blah, 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 blah. This gun will do everything that my $5,000 guns will do. And it's a fraction of the cost. You could buy 3 or 4 of these things for the price of one of those. So, I mean, and of course I love the full-size Shadow 2. You know, we'll go ahead and, of course I'm gonna put this one here. We'll go ahead and take this one off. And you can see this one, it's got the palm swells on it as well. These are the G10, they're super aggressive. I do have the aluminum ones for this as well, and I really love those. But this has the SRO on it, and you can see the dot probably. I'll try to get you a picture of the dot. There's the dot there if you want to see it. But this is the SRO, but look how low it is. I mean, it's literally almost touching the slide. They have a little notch cut in the slide, if you can see, because that's how low it is. But this gun shoots fabulous. I absolutely love it. And this one is clear. So, and I've got a holster for it. I used to run it in USPSA. There's the holster. So, but I mean, these are both very underrated guns. A lot of people are like, oh, I've got to have this and I've got to have that. I mean, if you want a gun also that you can fix up, I mean, you can put trigger kits, you can do all these aftermarket accessories, lock grips. And again, if you want any lock grips, you can use my code BJGG10. That is an affiliate link. It does help the channel, so I appreciate it if you use it. Armsman, he's given that code to you for the holsters. And I don't make anything on that, but it does benefit y'all with the free shipping and the 10% off, so please take advantage of that. He really makes great holsters. He does light bearing, duty grade holsters, inside waistband. He's got all kinds of stuff. And also, if you don't see what you're looking for on his site, and he offers a lot of weapon mounted versions, if you don't see what he doesn't have every picture on his site or every offering, shoot him an email. He'll respond if he does make one, of course, and let you know. But I mean, the Shadow 2 Compact is a fantastic gun. Now, I've been asked this numerous times. Out of the Shadow 2 full size and the Shadow 2 Compact, which one do I shoot the best? Well, of course, you know, you can shoot either one of these in competition. You can shoot the full size or the compact. If I'm just sitting there just, you know, I guess bullseye shooting, you know, maybe this one because a little bit more weight. It doesn't matter about the sight radius because they're both dots, so I don't really care about that. I'm using the dot and staying target focused, not focused on the dot. But I shoot both of them really, really great. I would say this one has a better trigger because it's a performance trigger. This one is a great trigger for what it is. Matter of fact, it's super light, even being stock. But I shoot this one just as accurate, the compact, just as accurate as a lot of my 2011s. So again, I've got videos on that if y'all want to go to the library and check it out, but that compact is so underrated. I mean, it is one of, and I'll say this, I've got a huge gun collection, but that is one of my favorite guns. So if I had to pick one, a full size or a compact, being an XXL hand guy, which one would I pick? I would still pick the compact probably if I only had to choose one. However, I would have to get the lock grips, the palm swells, because that fills my hands up. Otherwise, the grip is way too skinny for me. And I would have to get the magwell just to fit my hand on that gun. This one, I've got a lot of grip, and I do have a magwell for this one. You just can't run it in competition, but you know, I have before. Or I did once in the past. But Lock Grips makes mag wells for this full size as well, just shorter grips. And also, when you do buy this magwell, you will have to get the shorter grips. They're grips cut for the magwell. It'll say with magwell or without, and the same for this. So if you're running a magwell, you have to get the shorter grips, which I have. But I just wanted to share. I feel honestly these are super underrated guns. I don't think enough people have experienced the Shadow 2 Compact, in my opinion. And they probably should. Plus it's double action, single action. So if it doesn't go off, you pull it again. You know, so again, I carry in the quarter cock position. Some people might be afraid of that and they'll want to carry all the way cocked and locked with the safety on. However, these have the slim safeties. I do have the big safety like this, the ledged safety that I could put on this because the Shadow 2 ledged safety will fit on the Shadow 2 Compact. Just so you know, in case you're curious, you can buy this extra, but I've got some extras. So I've got one for this. I just haven't put it on because I carry it in the quarter cock position, so with the safety off. But it is nice to just rest your thumb on when you're shooting. You just rest your thumb there and bang, bang, bang. So that is nice to have as a ledge like other 2011s. But I just wanted to share this. Let me know your thoughts. Do you like the Shadow 2 full size? Do you like the Shadow 2 Compact or the Shadow 2 Carry? And if you have the Carry and the Compact, which one do you prefer, the decocker or non-decocker? The decockers, again, like I said, just do not fit my hands. But for the average person, it's probably going to be great, just not my hands. But I appreciate y'all as always. Remember, an unarmed nation is a very weak nation, and if you're interested in lock grips, all the information will be below, or the Armsman holster, and I'll put those discount codes down there for you below in the comment section, so feel free to use them. Thank you so much, and remember, an unarmed nation is a very weak nation, so we all got to carry on. Take care, everyone.